Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and today we are going to be talking all about, well, the meta in Apex Legends, more specifically upcoming buffs and nerfs, and why Respawn is doing some of the things they're doing. We're going to go over all of that. We're also going to give out one of the mythic R301 skins. All you gotta do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill, but without further ado, let's jump into today's topic.
Hey everyone, it is your boy Novel here. Thordan asked me to quickly just run through a very quick update that Respawn pushed out to Apex Legends recently. So when we actually go and take a look at the post, we can see that the weapon tuning for the L-Star and the Rampage has been fine-tuned to 19. It was originally 20, and it does overheat slightly faster. The weapon tuning for the Rampage is now been fine-tuned to 29, and it originally was 30. The Assault class scan has been reduced and fine-tuned to 2 seconds, and it was 4 seconds. And finally, because every single time after a major seasonal update happens, somehow Mirage gets busted and becomes somewhat unplayable, so they have finally taken note of this. Mirage's health bar no longer appears with Assault class scans, because I promise you, if you were playing Mirage before, it was a pain. And infamously, Ashe has received a small change as well. Her upgrades have now been shuffled. Double ult has been moved to level 3. But for the time being, that is everything that you can expect from the small patch that was recently just released by Respawn. Thank you, Thordan, for having me on, and I'll hand it straight back over to the main man.
So the meta in Apex Legends over the 24 seasons we've had it has gone through some major changes, but probably not as much as we've seen in the last couple. Now, obviously we know that this season was the meta that they wanted to go with the Assault Legends. Like, obviously when you look at the pick rates, Ashe is like the #1 picked legend right now at a whopping 27.1%. Lifeline's still up there after her rework, but it's mostly filled with Assault Legends, and it makes a lot of sense. And it's kind of interesting to see the way that Respawn is going ahead and doing this. Respawn has been very clear that each season they're going to go ahead and buff a specific class. In fact, Skirmisher is going to be for season 25, so if you're a fan of any of the legends in that category, you can look forward to going ahead and seeing that. But one thing that has kind of irked me a little bit about the way that they're doing this is that right after the season where they buff a class, well, they go ahead and almost immediately nerf it. For instance, the support perk Heal Expert was removed in season 24, and it's kind of confusing, and players are also, kind of confused about it as well. As was pointed out on the Apex Legends subreddit, so they added the Assault meta with extra needed ammo stacks, plus reload and speed boost, but removed the support fast healing. Shouldn't it all balance out nicely, or is just the new group meta for each season, which totally doesn't make sense? And I kind of agree. While I do like the fact that they do see massive buffs for the entire Assault class, you should probably go ahead and leave the support kind of as they were, so that they can then go ahead and counteract each other in full ability, rather than having just one OP class, where now Ashe is at a 27% pick rate. That being said, if you are a fan of Ashe, it's been confirmed by Euro that they plan to nerf Ashe, expected to increase the cooldown time of the dash, which, I mean, once again, I kind of want Respawn to pick a lane. Either make the new class incredibly overpowered and let Ashe sit at the top for an entire season, or don't nerf them at all and kind of make everyone really powerful in their own way so that it's really fun to play each character. In fact, Hal and its Timmy have already talked about this last season, where they just want Apex Legends to buff every character. The game would be more fun. And there's a little bit of truth to that. A lot of people seem to like the new TTK, or the time to kill in the game, as it is faster and quicker, yet we are already getting some weapon nerfs. Yoro also let us know that the EVA 8, L-Star, and Rampage plan to have some nerfs coming up in the mid-season patch. I also imagine that in this mid-season patch, you're going to see some buffs to characters like Maggie, because she has an heirloom releasing. Interestingly enough, Newcastle has an heirloom releasing as well. But I kind of want to go ahead and see them kind of pick a lane and just let everything be overpowered for at least maybe half a season and see how it shakes out. Having everyone pick the same legend like Ashe gets a little repetitive, but if you went ahead and actually kept the support the way they were, you would have a lot of people still picking Ashe, obviously, but then they would also pick support because it would be viable against the Assault class. Interestingly enough, they are going to be doing some other interesting stuff. Hypermist a long time ago talked about wall running returns alongside the new boost kit abilities code. There are also mentions of a wall run passive, which were not present last season, and I actually got a text the other day reading that wall running and double jump are back on the table, and I had to imagine that this is actually due to the Ashe buff. So many people like her new dash ability and find it a lot of fun, that going ahead and bringing back some old Titanfall abilities and movement probably seems like a pretty good idea to Respawn right now, because it made it a lot more popular. The one thing that they also need to go ahead and fix with all the buffs and nerfs is I really like the Legends Spotlight passes. This is a fantastic system where you can go ahead and unlock things for Legends that you play through, but really they should not have made it 1,000 Apex coins. It was an absolute waste. There's no reason to pick anything other than Assault because the Assault class is just so powerful. You need a perfectly balanced meta to make the Spotlight pass actually work. It shouldn't cost 1,000 Apex coins. It's been pointed out very much so by other users. Thought the whole point of it was to get people to try different Legends. A massive L, definitely. I'm not spending any money again until I know the devs are being respected and we get some real content. Love how amazing Ash feels. All the OG devs left because they weren't being respected. The devs remaining are yes men. And I guess the biggest thing with the meta and seeing it go ahead and pop off in different categories as well is how are future Legends going to play into this? Like for instance, if they go ahead and release Sparrow next season and she's Assault, is she going to come in weaker, or are they going to go ahead and just make her Skirmisher as it is this season of Skirmisher? And then once we get Skirmisher, well, then what exactly happens to the meta? We've then done every single class category. Do you create a new type of class, or do you go back to older Legends like maybe Control and say, okay, now we're going to rebuff Control, but they've already done that. So then it just seems kind of like they're going around in the same category. I don't know. It's very interesting the way that they're trying to handle the balance changes and going in such wild, crazy directions. Some of it I really like, some of it is very confusing, but those are the buffs and nerfs that we know at least for the biggest character and possibly one of the strongest Legends of all time, Ash, probably only sitting behind Seer after he released in terms of overall power. But that's going to be everything we got to go over with buffs and nerfs today. We're going to go ahead and jump into community clips. Don't forget to submit your own to me at Thordan Smash on Twitter, but without further ado, let's roll it.
With no way out. Enemy shield. I'm under fire. Enemy on me.
Probably.
I'm under fire.
Bro, I'm doing so my dick. Holy shit. Oh my god.
I find you. Pitiful. Themselves to be caught. I shattered an enemy's shield. But which? Taking fire.
Oh, I don't have any shots, bro. I'm
Throwing
terrible.
frags. Sending an arc star. Shield cracked.
Enemy landed near me. They just can't resist me, can they? Using jump drive. Shattered an enemy shield. Took care of that one.
Attention, Evo harvesters are online.
Taking fire! Recharging shields. I've leveled up. I'm a man-eater and a lady killer. I enjoy variety. Healing. Lovely. I'll break. Come with me. Over here.
Let me know down below, what are your guys' thoughts on the meta? Do you think it will continue to thrive, or do you think that Respawn is just tinkering with it a little too much? Also, don't forget to check out this video right here by my editor Novello. It does amazing Apex Legends content, and until next time, everyone, keep slaying in the Outlands. I'll see you out there.